Well, hello there, and welcome to Call of Cthulhu, which unfortunately took my pressing of the hotkey that I have recorded as meaning that I wish to do the thing of playing this game, starting it, which is unfortunate because the title screen was remarkably pretty. Also, the game clearly can't decide between. I'm just gonna have to pluck this out, aren't I? There we go. Oh, there we are. Yes, it was basically this, and as you can see, there's a man with a lantern. Far more importantly, there's Cthulhu. Yay! Okay, so quick look at the settings. It's got graphics, subtitles, yeah, crosshair off, nice. Alright. Without further ado, Chapter 1, Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills, I'm not quite sure which. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. And already we're in with a bit of investigative shit. And I love the fact that the, press any key is enter madness. Ah, lovely quote from Howard P. Renowned racist. Well, that is indeed interesting. Now, the interesting thing, for me, the interesting thing about horror is, of course, that I'm just going to turn the game sounds a little bit down. Not too much, but a little bit. So the interesting thing that I find about horror such as this is the subversion of normalcy, where this imagery, the fish parts and the cavern, I mean, this is going to hopefully be contrasted with, normal yet unsettling in a different way kind of scenery in... I'm assuming that this is a dream or in some other way an otherworldly experience, and we are going to experience just, for example, the streets of Boston, and hopefully that we're going to have some, like, semi-spooky shit go there, but distinct enough from this that it contrasts it and sets us more ill at ease. Cone to darkness. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Oh! Well, isn't this truly interesting? Well, hello there, big fish. Nice. I'm just gonna get to higher ground before Tim Burton appears.
In my wake, pulled along. inescapably draws you on.
Cool beans. So this is currently being extremely shot over in Smithy.
What a putrid offering.
I agree, incorporeal voice. There's a shark and a killer whale. Actually, several of both.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
I was told not to fight and I was given the instructions on how to run. Whatever could be coming.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
I'm already really liking this. This is so cool. I
Married
really
woman
like
runs off
this.
with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
I mean, like already I mean, first of all, this is looking a lot like the office of Booker DeWitt from, well, from Bioshock Infinite, obviously, but more importantly from Burial at Sea.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Also Moby Dick, I see. I'm gonna assume that since that is one of the few legible, readable ones. I can't speak today. It's gonna hold some kind of special meaning, especially combined with the nautical theme. Prohibition.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
Boston hit by a blizzard. Certificate of membership, Wentworth Agency.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader.
Ah, there's another copy of Moby Dick. Yeah, not as much variance there as
Been too long since
maybe.
I've slept in a bed.
Then again, that does actually look like a remarkably comfortable couch, so, fuck it, do what you
I
will.
wonder why I still take these things.
Let's see, trademark sleeping pills, use with caution, descriptive name, somniferous, so I'm gonna assume that that is, made with poppy, then, since, it is the scientific name of well, Papaver somniferum is the name. I really like this. I hope there's going to be shit like this with sanity like it affecting your sanity and stuff like that.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
But yeah, it's for opium poppy, which then would say that it is an opioid. Pierce Investigation Agency, the doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I hear the voices in my dreams, but they're different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Cthulhu. It's literally the call of Cthulhu.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
Yes.
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh, so this is how they're doing the role play element. So we've got strength. Can I? Oh, no. I need to stop clicking that. Oh, there we are. That's how you take it off. Okay, so we've got strength, eloquence, spot hidden. That is going to be fucking useful. Psychology, occultism, and medicine. I'm thinking, gonna slap some fucking points into spot hidden right away, and then investigation probably going to be also very good. But what I reckon I'm going to do is I'm going to slap into eloquence, and maybe at this point I kind of want to have. Fuck it. I'm gonna slap myself into being an amateur in the medicine. I mean, that's probably gonna have some unseen benefits. But I like that it gives you a fair amount to play with, like straight from the get-go. So you could basically make slight variations of the different character archetypes in pre-existing Call of Cthulhu role-playing games. So I'm going to, in this case, and especially since we're playing a detective, I'm gonna definitely try and portray a nice kind of traditional, like, you know, proper fucking peering into shit. Yes.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date.
Cheers, love.
On a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Okay, there's two things I need to say. First of all, mouth animations are a little bit janky, but the actual sculpting is actually really nice. And secondly, the lighting is fucking gorgeous. It looks so nice. It looks so nice. A strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just after the artist died. He is convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so that I could examine it. Alright then.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Let's see, so a shipping label, unreadable, partly, but I can make part of the address Warehouse 36, Darkwater. Fire started in the dining room, claimed the whole family. Domestic accidents, but nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? Actually, a very fair question. I mean, it definitely seems suspect.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
I mean, it's a tentacled bastard. Oh, so okay, so this is how the dialogue's going to work, which is very interesting. So we are going to have stuff that is like we can make deductions and we can make connections based on it, like actual evidence that we uncover. So that's nice. I like having that kind of a system in dialogue.
Was a big deal on the island, but the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
The sender's label mentions where...
That's right.
And you
that is what you go to...
Okay, so just because that one isn't properly blacked out, as it were,
I think I'm beginning to
nothing new was
understand.
there.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
I mean, fair enough.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Oh, well, this is the learning of medicine. This isn't... Oh, so... Oh! So from, like, the beginning that you have in these two, medicine and occultism, you can only improve them from, like, the very first points with items found. I mean, that certainly makes sense. My sanity is stable. Okay, excellent. Darkwater. Charles Hawkins, deceased. Sarah Hawkins, deceased. And Simon Hawkins, deceased.
I used to be an avid reader. The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
So I'm trying to find this book on, you know, on North Atlantic that might give me information regarding oh, there we are.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. Okay, so... Oh... A gigantic creature still ornates the wall of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
I think this is indeed going to be interesting. Chapter 2, Darkwater Port. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. This is indeed shaping up to be a very interesting investigation.
We're almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Well then. So we've arrived at Darkwater Island, and may I just say that the fucking cutscene once again looked absolutely fucking marvellous. And actually, so does the scenery here. Like, just look at that fucking... I mean, it's a whaling ship, but is it a schooner? I'd like to say that it's a schooner, but turns out, even though I actually like boats quite a bit, and ships, and, you know, nautical things, I am woefully ignorant when it comes to what a different kind of, you know, what the sizes are. So, you know, small, medium, and large. But, I mean, look at the, just the illumination of the lighthouse. And how it sweeps. I mean, that is absolutely fucking gorgeous. I think I'm gonna have a very good time with this game. So, welcome to Darkwater, and this is where we're gonna take off for the next part. So, I hope you've been as enthralled by the first chapter and by the beginning as I have been, because this is certainly shaping up to be one really interesting ride. So, without further ado, I'll catch you later in another part of this game. And yeah, cheers.